All right, do we have everybody back?
I'm here.
Here.
Yep. McDohl here? Yep, okay, that's already.
All right. So, a couple things happen.
Chris is on, he's on mute.
Oh, maybe he's still waiting for his coffee to finish.
No, it helps if I unmute myself before I say that I'm back.
So a couple things happen as you make your way. So unfortunately, you do have to move in the direction of one of these falling stars. Because you have to make your way up. This is where your boat's supposed to be. You guys are making your way up. You got to cross this bridge here and come up all around the cathedral. And as you're making the journey, 3 events happen. I mean, 100 events happen. You don't have any clue where they came from or how it happened, but there are skirmishes here and there throughout the city, some of which you get involved in, others you're able to sidestep and avoid by going around through back alleys. You manage to keep your group together, not get separated, even though you have injured along with you. The first thing that encounter is you hear someone calling out Jeannie's name, and coming up the road is Trieste, leading her sister by the hand. And just like Chrisen is kind of stumbling around and having to be led, but Donique doesn't look like that's what's happening to her. It just looks like she's seen something horrific, and the whole front of her dress is stained and slick with blood. In Trieste's hand, she's holding her gun, and it's smoking. And when she catches up to you, and Trieste is all, like, on the border of melting down. Like, she's keeping it together with a hairpin. And the story that you get is that her father had the sisters and Abernathy put up at another inn in the neighborhood you guys are currently moving through. With the expectation that the Amberson estate and the inn that Abernathy had rented out would both be targeted if the city were attacked. Somebody found out where they were anyway. A man broke into their room. Trieste shot him. The brains splattered all over Donique's dress. The 3 of them managed to get out of the house, but they got separated from Abernathy in a crowd. They don't know what happened to him. So they kind of glom on to you. Donique says nothing. She's just kind of moving in Trieste's wake. She also doesn't have any more ammunition for her gun. Does anybody carry regular gun ammunition? Musket balls or black powder? So she can't fire again.
Okay, you 2 stay with us. We have a way out of the city, but we have to move now.
What about Abernathy? We don't know where he is. We got separated. There was a monstrous snake made of water crashed into the crowd.
Same thing happened to us. Ekon, can your familiar find Abernathy?
All right, I'll take an action to put him in his pocket and then resummon him since he's a day away from the city anyway.
Okay.
Yes, I can do the same thing.
Well, I mean, you can spend 2 actions to get your familiar back to you, because you can dismiss it at any distance.
You guys can send your familiars out to scout, but the chances of finding any individual in the chaos in the city right now are extremely small.
If we had one of those locate people scrolls, we might be able to, but...
Abernathy knows where his boat is, right? He'll be okay.
He's aboard the SS Nipples. He'll be fine. I would require you to draw me a circle on the map. Be correct as where Abernathy is, and then hit a DC 30 perception check. It would be.
I don't think that's happening.
The second event that happens, you guys are making your way through the streets, is up here in the northeast. The second of the falling stars hits, the ground rumbles again. And this one causes waves of water to smash into the inner lake of the city. So there are 2 more left. One in the direction where you guys are moving. Let's get a... I'll just have everybody make a straight wisdom... If any of you hit a wisdom 10 check. That's all that would be required here. This is not tough to figure out.
I got a 4.
Yeah. I made it.
Yeah, Ekon, it's seeing now the destructive power of the dropping falling stars into the city. They're aiming one directly at the cathedral.
Yeah.
So if it does hit the cathedral, depending on how destructive it is, your boat may or may not be okay if you get there first. The fourth one looks like it's going to fall in the south area of the city, perhaps in the water.
I mean, the only thing I'll do with that information is have people go along, the edge here, rather than even trying to go near the gate. Like, just avoid the central area of the cathedral district.
Well, your first thought is you're going to come in through this gate, right? And move in along Harbor Way here towards your boat. As you do that, you see that this entire neighborhood is ablaze. You cannot get through that way. You end up having to push through a crowd coming the opposite direction in the center gate. And that's where this third event happens. You run into Platten. Platten is wounded, but he's limping. Like, one of his legs slick with blood. It looks like one of these hoplites caught him there badly with a spear. He informs you that fighting has broke out, that Endeline soldiers have appeared, but not in any great number, no more than 3-4 at a time. He got caught up in the fighting when he was returning back to the cathedral. He also informs you he's completely tapped on spells. He used everything he had. He gives each of you, because he's describing these water creatures, he had a hunch after hearing Christen that he wanted to follow up on, and gives each of you 3 small folded squares of what feel just like oily parchment paper. But there's a grit to them, and when you look inside, there's grains of sand or oil or salt inside. He informs you that ice is particularly effective against these water creatures. Mm-hmm. Each one of these you can use an action or a bonus action to apply to any melee weapon, or your fists, or a piece of ammunition. And then the next hit with that weapon, you can convert the damage type to cold instead of whatever it's supposed to be. And it counts as magical.
Sorry, did you say that you could use the bonus action to do that?
An action or a bonus action.
Okay.
Or you can do one now and have one in the chamber for when you're ready to go.
Oh, is he coming with us?
He tells you that he thinks the cathedral is lost, that they've evacuated as many as they can. It looks like this falling star is going to hit the cathedral. But yeah, if you tell him there's a ship waiting in the harbor to take you out, it does look as though Brennanine has been spared the tidal wave that you heard from Nornir, although the lake is flooding up in some directions, and some large waves have happened as a result of them throwing rocks into the lake.
My theory was the thought that appeared in my head was, did they reverse the flow of the river? Is that how they got here this fast?
There have been no reports sailing up the river. If they had, they would have had to go through the army amassing to the south of the lake, which involves a barricade of ships.
What's happened is they've had sleeper agents in the city for months.
Probably have a teleportation circle.
They could have that, but they would probably be streaming an army in at that point.
I think
Make
the sleeper
a
agent's idea is probably the better idea.
They wouldn't
make an Arcana check. Make it at advantage. I'll let anybody make this.
I don't have Arcana, so it's going to have to be someone else.
No, I got a +2 to it.
That is a
17.
Got a 19.
17.
Victor mentions the teleportation circle, and you can't move an army through a teleportation circle in any effective way into Brennanine. But if you had a small strike force in a couple of days, and you were going to coordinate a strike along with this magical meteor swarm, that's where you place your bet. There was a hidden teleportation circle somewhere that was not secured that got enough soldiers into the city to strike key points. However, it would be a suicide mission on their
Well, they
part.
need an army anyway, because they're planning on destroying the city, so...
Well, suicide missions don't bother zealots.
Exactly.
Those 2 guys ran away, though. They weren't zealots.
Well,
And they might have just thought that it was going to be too hard to fight us and they could cause more chaos, burning parts of the city. Anyway, let's keep going. We got to get to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Get to the boat, and it is chaos at the port where the milfoil is docked. And by the time you get there, the rock looming in the sky, I mean, it's full-on Majora's Mask at this point. The sky is red with fire, and that bell is tolling. The giants are nowhere to be seen. And I need to go back to immigrant.com.
So the kids are with us. Our terrorist is with us.
The Emerson sisters,
Emerson sisters.
Flatten,
And Fladden. Is he with
And
us
any
as well?
retainers you guys had that were
Yeah.
still in the city.
So the dock is burning by the time you arrive, and just the smoke along the water, and great waves are crashing up as debris from these falling rocks continues to fall in the water. From a distance, you can see the milfoil still intact. However, as you approach, you're going to be approaching from the south here. So you guys can go ahead and line up as you do. One of the big guys. I'll make them real big. There we go. That's looking chunky.
How about a key points?
I don't have many hit points.
We need to just run past them.
I don't think that's going to happen.
So functionally, the milfoil is just off the map here, docked. Just because I couldn't find a good burning dock that had a ship moored on it. I'm the worst. There's been a big battle here. You don't see any of the blue Wadham men. They're not around. But you do have the big snake guy and a line of longbowmen, and they're just firing volleys at the remaining ships. There's about a dozen or so moored here, and you see at least one sinking, coming down. And if these longbowmen are able to put enough arrows in the milfoil, it will burn on the lake. And so you guys arrive. So we were saying Orson was what, pink? So there's an
Yeah.
Orson.
Yeah, pink. Sorry, Protector's also pink.
And there is a Chrisen with his men at arms. You put him wherever you want.
I'm gonna make the Protector blue since Orson's gonna be pink.
And you guys had, we'll say Tenny and Yanis are always together, and Lugrin. And you know what? I'm going to make...
Denny is brown.
I want to make Denny black because like you guys don't get to control Denny anymore. I'm going to make him fight. But go ahead and place them wherever you want him to start this combat off. So there's been a battle over here on the docks. It looks like they've been trying to prevent people from leaving. So the Mephits are swarming over the docks, finishing off the last of the sailors or the citizens still trying to reach boats there. But I mean, you don't sneak up on these guys. It looks like the longbowmen have the goal of bringing down the last few ships. Looking aboard the milfoil, a woman calls out at you from across the carnage. Hoy there, Veritas! She's waving her arms at you.
Look and see who it is.
Then there's a woman on the deck trying to get your attention. And she calls out and points to the longbowmen and bring them down and we can away.
Do we have the firepower to take down 6 of those longbowmen?
Well, we got to.
With 2 hoplites, an eel, and 6 green dudes.
What did I go?
All right, let's roll some initiative.
I have to burn some blips to get some key points back.
Yellow. Purple.
Is it what's the conversion rate on blips to key points per grid?
He said, however many you need to get to do the thing you want to do.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you can spend 6 blips if you need to key point dodge one of them.
That's
All right.
not at all.
We'll just
I
leave the
don't
big
know
guy
if we could
big.
win this. I don't know if we could win this.
Should we just run and try to find the teleport circle?
No, we can't do that. It's too late. The meteors will hit.
Jump in the water? We can be shipwrecked.
I do have the drowning rules available. These guys rolled poorly.
We could just play crappy Harvest Moon when we wash up on an island.
Harvest Moon is crappy Harvest Moon.
I will fight you
I thought Stardew Valley was good Harvest Moon.
All Harvest Moon is good Harvest Moon. Listen.
Okay, so let's take this one step at a time. This guy first, and then we'll just take it from there. We just move forward.
These are hoplites.
There's your
one
Orson.
at a time.
And we're going to put the kids and useless fighters. Oh, you know what? I got to give you guys Trieste and Donique as well.
Could we say that people like some of the people at least like Orson sat in the cart we brought to take a short rest?
No, because this hasn't been an hour. It's been maybe 30 or 40 minutes, and you had nowhere to take a short rest.
Well, that's why I was saying in the back of the cart.
We've been moving. That's not a rest.
That's not a rest, homie.
All right. Who's first?
Looks like we've got Victor at 20, followed by Hoplites.
Victor will kind of look at everybody else and ask, "Are we really doing this?"
It's
Victor,
post
the only way forward is through. Now take your shot. Do it.
So you have two broad options here. You can try to fight your way to the ship and board the ship and hope for the best, or you can secure the ships by taking down the Longwoman. Those are kind of your two broad options. Or you can retreat like a coward and leave the campaign. That's what I would do if I was in this situation.
If we approach these longbowmen, they are going to light us the hell up.
Yeah,
Do we have anything available that can stop ranged attacks? Do we have like a darkness spell?
Nope.
the priest. Oh no, I do. No, I don't because I don't have key points. Ha!
Oh, yes,
If
I
you
forgot
could
to give you
drop-
guys Platin.
Oh, if you could drop darkness on these guys, that would shut them down, and then we can make our escape.
I'm sorry, but that's not an option because I need key points.
All right, so Victor.
Wait, unless
There, Platin is brown. You guys have a lot of NPCs with you.
A lot of people to protect.
It is a Suikoden game.
Victor is gonna curse Hunter's Mark. Can you try? So because we're in a different combat situation,
It hasn't been. He said it hasn't been an hour, so your hunter's mark is still up.
Has not been an hour.
so Hunter's Mark the hoplite, and we're gonna fling a psychic dagger at him.
All right.
Did we get temp HP along the way?
That would be 18.
I would have pulsed it until if Brickard will allow it. I would have pulsed it till everybody hit 11
Yeah, that's fine.
max. Yeah.
And then I've got 2 hit points of healing to hand out through my words of resolve. Victor, go ahead and take those. Those would have happened on the way.
Yep. Evie.
do we
take-
still have 8 or is that gone?
Pardon?
Yeah, that lasts
8
8 hours.
lasts a while. It lasts forever.
Brick does 19 hits,
It sure does.
and I'm guessing he's not surprised, so I can't sneak attack.
No, nobody's surprised.
That base.
We all knew this was going to happen.
Did you take the 2 healing from words of resolve, Victor?
Yeah, well, that'd be 12 points of sounding damage.
Okay, bear with me just 1 second. That was to this hoplite here.
12 points to that hoplite. Yeah.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah, it's my action, my bonus action. I guess for movement, he is going to go take up his cycles with him.
All right. Who's next?
Hoplites with Genie on deck.
All right. I'm going to put Edmont and Genie in squares because you guys are just ridiculous.
They did not.
Mostly in squares.
These squares are a little ambiguous in some of these spaces.
I'm going to put Orson in a square too. I mean, when you guys are approaching, the hoplites know all they've got to do is buy some time for these longbowmen, so they're just going to block the way here. So you do have barrels you can clamber over, but they are a little bit on fire. I'm going to say moving through a space that's on fire is going to just deal some fire damage to you as you move through it. So I just want all of you to burn. Let's do Orson first.
Orson gets an attack when they come up on him.
That's true, he does.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Good
resolve
call.
that first.
That is a 15 to hit.
Will not hit. I have an 18 to hit Orson.
Won't hit.
17 to hit Orson. And an 8
You know
to
the
hit
answer.
Orson.
Yeah.
You know who's easy to hit? A monk.
Allegedly.
I have a 15 to hit monk.
That hits.
I have an 11 to hit monk.
That does not.
And a 17 to hit monk.
That does.
I don't remember how many hit points Orson had.
I
think
think
it
he
was-
had 2 plus whatever your turret gave him.
Yeah.
Unless someone healed him.
Edmont. It's going to be
Sure.
6 points of piercing damage from the first spear hit.
Sure.
And 8 points of piercing damage from the second spear hit.
And,
These hoplites take up position in front of you. And who's next?
Genie with Edmont on deck.
All right. Genie is going to.
You guys didn't save before this fight, did you?
I tried.
Because it
But
counts
we
as the
saved
same
ourselves-
location. So if you save here and lose, you're just stuck.
yeah.
Did we save ourselves in the Battle of Riavane's castle?
Right.
And now Wheatgrass is going to kill us over and over again?
Yeah, is this the Wagreth fight all over again?
First thing I'm going to do is the big snake man.
Yep.
I am. I'm assuming their plan is take out the archers.
Yeah, as you guys were approaching, the archers are loosing arrows into the lake at the few remaining ships. They've already brought one down, and a couple of other ones are ablaze. But so far, the one that you're supposed to board is not the milfoil.
That is a 13 to hit.
I think the 13 does hit the big boy. Yeah, it sure does.
All right. He takes 3 cold damage,
3 cold damage.
and his movement is reduced by 10.
So you fire this. Fire this what? What are you firing?
Ray of Frost.
Oh, it's a spell. Okay. Yeah, as the frost hits it, part of the water creature completely freezes and then shatters to the ground, and the thing writhes back in pain. Did not like that cold damage one bit.
Right. And bonus action. I'm going to my turret can't really do anything. It can't move because it's the small turret. It takes up the space.
Mhm. Moves into the fire and burns to death.
Actually, 2, 3, yeah. It's going to
So-
step forward.
Clamber over the top of those barrels. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
And yeah, that's it.
And who's next?
Next up is Edmont with green tokens on deck.
Edmont.
Brooker, according to your record, I have 6 blips, yes?
That sounds about right, as I recall. Yes.
Yeah.
Check out.
6 blips! I'm getting 2 key points back because I'm going to be dropping a 15-foot radius circle of darkness off in this direction.
All right, draw it for me.
Let's see here.
Remember how we used to draw
Radius.
circles before we discovered the circle tool, and they were just these like
Yeah, the
misshapen
circle
things?
tool is still kind of jank, still. No.
I mean, that's 6.
That's pretty good right there.
Is it a 15-foot radius? So it's 30 feet
yeah,
wide?
Yeah, 30 feet wide. So that looks good. That look good to you, Brick Road?
Yeah.
That's not 30 feet, but yeah. Unless you're counting both circles.
Oh, it's 50-foot radius.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Math, listen, circles are... Circles. I
Yeah,
can't-
circles are very, very challenging.
15
Yeah.
This is 30-foot diameter, so.
So yeah, 6 blips for 2 key points. Great,
All right.
great conversion.
Well, I mean, it
That's
lets
gonna
you
take an action.
blind all of these. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, it's like I'm not playing that around. That is, yeah, that takes an action to burn the 2 key points to cast darkness.
Okay. Moving your stank foot.
And yeah, no, I'm good where I'm at.
Shadow monks are dumb. Who's next?
That is
We've
concentration,
got
by the way,
green
guys. So
with-
please.
That's concentration.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is
green with
concentration.
yellow on deck.
All right. Let's swarm you guys with my little green bastards.
They aren't fast enough.
You don't think so?
I don't think. Well, maybe the ones very furthest forward could get to us. But
Do not
I think
argue
that-
with the TM. It makes
Okay.
him angry.
Yeah.
Don't encourage him.
Suddenly, the like a divine force comes and the Mephits get 150 feet of movement.
No, they have infinite movement speed in the water, so they just jump in and appear next to us.
They might have good movement speed in the water.
Just quit. No more. You're not allowed to talk.
Okay.
Stop talking.
Oh right, they have ranged attacks. I forgot that.
Oh, those little buggers are climbing the beams. Oh wait, no, they can fly. Never mind.
Yeah, they can fly. So that's their movement. This one can get to this wall.
Does he take damage from moving through the fire?
Nah, he's flying over it.
Okay.
Also, they're resistant to fire damage anyway, so... He's just going to be in flight, I guess. So going to scramble along the beam. Scramble along the ground. So yeah, as the Mephits notice you, they all dash, swarming in towards one side. Fortunately, none of them have an action left with which to breathe their scalding breath. That's going to bring us to who?
Next we got yellow with purple on deck.
You guys hear voices coming from inside the cloud of darkness. Does anybody's passive perception beat, I'm going to say, a 16?
No.
My passive perception is 14.
Okay, so nobody beats a 16. I have to put him here. Takes the men a moment to clamber out of the cloud of darkness. And... disoriented. This one can't shoot from this position, though, because he's got a big-ass water snake in the way. Let's put him here. No, he didn't have enough... He'd have to dash to get there, so he won't fire any shots this round. I'm doing this based on percentile, because I don't feel like rolling to hit to off-screen ships. So the men come filtering out of the darkness. Some of them have to step in front of their guardian snake, and some have to step even closer to the water over here. So that was a no on the passive perception, yeah?
Correct.
Okay. I will let anybody who likes use their reaction to make an active perception roll right now.
Sure.
I'll do it. I'm out of flashes.
That is a 13.
That's a 24.
Ekon, these three men are bickering amongst themselves. They're arguing about something. There's too much going on for you to hear what they're saying, but they're definitely angry. They're upset with... It's like the two of the guys are upset with the third for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
All of them are too disoriented to get many shots off. As far as you can tell, 5 arrows get loose and they just land ineffectually in the water. One of the guys comes stumbling out around this snake and has difficulty taking up a new position. But these guys form a new firing line here. The problem is, in this position, they're not as well protected, so they're probably going to want to shoot you instead of the ship. That may or may not be good news. Depends on how you look at it. Who's next?
We've got the snake with Eugenia or Evie on deck.
The snake has -10 to its movement.
Then the snake can't really move anywhere. The snake is just stuck because it would need 10 movement to get through this square. So yeah, it can't go anywhere. It's just there. Who's next?
We've
I am
got
glad I could help.
Evie with Ekon on deck.
Evie will
Amen.
move here.
Okay, well, you're going to take an AO real quick.
Oh, okay.
I've got a 10 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Okay.
These buttheads.
Okay. I probably should not have moved to do steady, but play now. I'll stab that hoplite who's standing right there.
Okay.
So let's see if I can roll well. I do not roll well. That is not a hit. I guess I will use my offhand to try again.
Okay.
That is a 17.
17 will not hit.
These guys have too much AC. Okay, that's the end of my
Your
turn.
fighter has a 19 AC. What are you talking about?
We'll have
Alright, so Ekon with all of the NPCs on deck. I'm gonna need a DC 13 Strength saving throw from the hoplite as a bonus action.
Ooh, big fail.
He gets pulled into the fire.
Yay!
You yank him up onto the barrel.
Yep.
His tabard starts to catch and he starts hitting it. At the start of his turn, I'll apply some fire damage to him.
Ekon, what you need to do, you need to start throwing these archers into the water. That is the only way we are going to win this
That
fight.
is way outside the capabilities of what I can do with my very minor telekinetic talents.
Well, then you need to improve those telekinetic talents right now.
He's going to need to also give me a DC 13 dexterity saving throw from Sacred Flame.
That's going to be a 22.
Okay, so no damage there.
But the regular flames, he's not enjoying those.
Then my familiar can fly to there.
Okay.
That's a dash for the familiar. That's the end of Ekon's turns. Now is all the non-combatants.
Denny is... Pladen will only move forward if you guys need him to. He's injured. He's tapped on spells.
Yeah. Would they have cover if they were like back here?
Would who have cover?
The
From the
people who
archers.
aren't fighting.
No, this isn't...
Okay.
I guess technically this is an airship dock, and for some reason these are just like holes in the ground.
Right.
Well, oh yeah, I guess it is there, but I was just assuming it was water.
Yeah, these are supposed to be clouds. And I guess like these cranes are supposed to look... it's something like that. Denny is going to stupidly trigger this guy's reaction. Because he really wants to...
Eugenia yelled, "Denny, you moron!"
But he's going to miss, and then he's going to try to attack the hoplite twice. And he's going to miss
Miss.
twice. Because... Oh no, the 18 hits. My bad. Go Denny. Alright, 2 points of damage.
Well, okay.
Unless you guys want the non-combatants to move somewhere and do something.
I would like them to stay safe. That's all I really want.
Yeah, I think staying out of the way is...
Particularly the children.
I mean, Trieste is holding her empty gun in front of her menacingly towards the hoplites, but there's not much else she can do.
Get the kiddos under cover.
Okay, who's next?
Back up to Victor. With hoplites on deck.
Seeing all of this green crap coming towards Victor, he's not going to stay there.
You got to get away from the green crap, man. You don't.
Is it costing me double movement to move through our friends?
They count as difficult terrain, but you can move through their squares, yes. You can't move through an enemy square without some kind of check.
There's so many of them.
And Victor's going to move over there, and then he's going to add insult to injury by throwing a psychic knife at the burning guy.
Okay. This is the worst day of his life.
Yeah.
Does a 20 hit?
Sure does.
That I can sneak attack on, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's adjacent to us.
He's adjacent to fire. Is fire your ally?
Please enjoy 12 points of sonic damage.
All right. He is bloodied. Is Victor happy there?
He's out of movement, so yeah.
All right, who's next?
Well, it's actually to throw.
We've got the... Did you take a bonus action?
No, he's going to throw another knife.
Oh, okay.
I don't think a 12 is going to hit, though.
12 will not hit the hoplite now.
Got the hoplites.
All right.
Bernie boy.
Yeah, let's apply some damage to him at the start of his turn. I'll let... Destil put him there. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a d6?
6.
All right, yeah, he's bloody and not having fun. He's going to hop down out of the fire, if you don't mind.
Can I stab him? My dagger?
Yeah,
You are leaving.
it's
He's
counts.
gonna take his reaction.
I mean, he doesn't have a choice. He's got to get out of the fire, you guys. I mean,
That's a 20 to hit on the dagger.
okay. This poor guy.
We need every point of damage.
We
Yeah, the
do.
first
we really
time-
do.
First time in his life, Ekon actually pulls out his dagger for 2 damage. 2 piercing damage.
And
That was that's a big miss from Orson.
big miss from Orson. All right, let's have this. He's going to attack Edmont with his spear.
Sure.
Edmont, I got an 8 to hit.
Nope.
I have a 23.
That hits.
I have an 18.
That also hits.
All right, 2 spear hits.
Edmont's not going to be good for the front line for much longer, guys.
4 points of piercing damage from the first hit.
And I got to make some concentration checks. That's darkness is out.
And 6 points of damage from the second hit.
That's 10 total, and Edmont is bloodied.
Let's see about Orson.
Didn't we just get 10 temp HP?
We got 11.
I've been burning through it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, he's been hit a couple times.
Orson, I've got a 24 to hit,
That hits.
and then a 10,
It does not hit.
then a 17.
Does not hit. I feel like I'm playing Gus again. Like, you're just making me play, like, my new character and my old character at the same time.
8 points of piercing damage to Orson from the 1 spear hit. And you guys have worked out by now, these are zealots. They're holding the line. They will fight to the death. They're already here on a suicide mission. You cannot make them retreat. Probably also safe bet that you can't reason with them, but that's the end of the hoplites. Who's next?
We've got Genie with Edmont on deck.
Alright.
Genie, fix it.
Fix it.
You
Okay.
need to fix it.
Genie's like, you guys hear crap. And Genie steps here, and she uses her last level 1 spell slot, so she is completely tapped. And I'm going to cast Thunder Wave, so I need a DC 13 Constitution saving throw from these 3 men. Well, Mephits. They're Mephits. Here.
Fail, fail, and fail.
Hey!
Okay. That is 8 points of thunder damage.
Okay. For all 3 of them?
All 3 of them. Pleased to be enjoying.
Do they go somewhere else too?
No. 5e Thunder Wave. Let me double check there. Oh yeah, they're pushed.
Good.
They are pushed 10 feet away from me, this way.
All right, I'm going to
So-
give each of them a dexterity saving throw to see if they can catch the air and fly. 1 fail. I'll let you pick which Mephit falls.
This one.
Okay, so
The
this
other
one
2 are-
is... And then these 2 push back, what, 10 feet?
Yeah, 10 feet.
Okay. So yeah, you blow
Yeah,
one of the Mephits off, and one of them manages to catch the air with his wings and right himself, and the other one was already flying towards you.
Bonus action.
What are you moving him over there for?
So that he's within 10 feet of
Oh.
Orson and Edmont.
Okay.
And pulse the bullshit turret for 11 temp hit points.
Okay.
So if you have less than 11 temp hit points, you now have 11 temp hit points.
So that's Orson, Denny, and Edmont are in range.
Yep.
All right, who's next?
Next we got Edmont with Mephits on deck.
Oh, those are my favorite.
Okay. I'm going to do a bonus action. And apply some of those cold crystals
Okay.
and take a shot with a short bow with that one.
At one of the Mephits.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, bonus action to apply it to a piece of ammunition.
Yep. Hello, Mephit. I have a 13 to hit you.
13 will hit.
Is it
Sick.
one piece of ammunition or like multiple?
Well, I mean, he's firing into the ocean, so it is only 1 piece, but
Okay.
even if it
I
was
was
multiple, he wouldn't get another shot with his arrow. Anyway.
I was asking
I-
because. You go ahead.
5 points cold damage.
And it is bloodied. from the cold arrow.
Some poisons and things say you can apply it to multiple pieces of ammunition at once. That's why I
Yeah.
asked.
Not this stuff.
I'm good.
That's it for Edmont. Who's next?
Yeah.
He fits with archers on deck.
I tried. I really tried.
We know. We saw.
Well, I'm fairly healthy, so that's why I step forward.
Against these guys, it might not matter.
Oh, yeah, I mean they're little guys. It's fine.
I don't want him to be in the fire though. He'll go around the fire to just dash into position. Perch on this wall. He can make it to this wall. Okay, breath weapons. Let me first make sure I know which ones have the breath weapons. I wouldn't want to apply too many or too few. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what are we going to call the next campaign next week?
Well,
I need Genie, Ekon, and Evie. Please make a Dexterity 10 saving throw.
that's a big fail.
Pass.
Fail.
It's going to be 3 points of fire damage,
Ow.
which you can cut in half if you pass the save.
That is 8.
Evie's at 13 with 10 hit points.
And then I need just Ekon and Evie to make that same save again.
Pass.
Pass.
And that's 7 points of fire damage, which you can reduce to 3 for passing the save, as both of these mephits expel their blazing hot steam breath. But this one here, the cone, Genie is standing just outside of it. And that's mephits. Who's next?
Archers with purple on deck.
Okay.
Purple can move this time.
Yeah, that was a tough decision. Do I shoot the purple or do I... take care of the closer problem?
No, closer problem is definitely more.
Start with Orson. That might be 2 hits against Orson. I've got a 21.
Yeah,
And, oh no, a 17 doesn't hit. Is that correct?
correct.
Orson is going to take 6 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
plus 6 points of radiant damage. Second arrow is going to miss him.
Wait, did you say slashing damage?
Piercing, I'm sorry, it's an arrow. That's Evie
I said,
standing
what kind
here.
of arrows? Yep, I'm right here. I'm behind a barrel. Do I get covered?
Yes, you do. That's it's going to count as partial. Actually, there's other targets here. Why am I shooting Evie? I'm going to shoot Denny. They don't know Denny's not a threat.
Denny is a threat to himself.
Both arrows miss Denny. Go figure. I'm trying to kill... The script says Denny dies during the escape. Like, I'm trying, guys. I am.
We're gonna frick up and be stuck with Denny for the rest of the campaign.
He's going to be running House Veritas when the game's over.
Edmund.
That's a bad ending.
Sir,
I have a 22
I'm going to use my react. That's going to hit.
and a 14.
The 14's going to miss it. I will be using my reaction to reduce damage on that.
All right, we're looking at 7 points of piercing damage
Uh-huh.
plus 11 points of radiant damage.
God,
What kind of
18.
blows are those?
These are the light arrows.
Yeah. So, can they not have, like, infinite ammo of those, please?
I mean, they have a quiver, plus probably stacking more quivers up behind them because they were sent out here to burn all these ships. NPCs
I mean,
get
the fact
infinite
that-
ammo. You guys don't.
The fact that they're shooting at us isn't even helping the ship.
The 18 plus 7... It's 18 minus 7 is 11, minus another 6. It's 5. I take 5 points as I deflect the arrow.
See, it's not bad. That's...
Yeah! I can't do that forever.
You don't have to do it forever. He's got to do it with a longbowman and stop shooting you.
Snake.
Any more longbowman nonsense?
All right, who's next?
Oh, come
Snake.
on.
Snake can move now, yes?
I mean, Snake does not have the -10, no.
Okay.
Foot movement.
Oh god, they summoned a blue guy.
Snake's going to take a position right here, so he's not right next to the flaming barrels. Because there's an asshole running around pulling guys into flaming barrels.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who's next?
Eevee with Ekon on deck.
Evie, you're up.
We want me to kill the hoplite, right?
Well, they're in the way.
I'm going to use deadly aim to try to hit the hoplite
Okay,
because they have real good AC.
they do.
They certainly do.
It's not that good. I mean,
I got a 21.
that'll hit.
One sec. I have to act. This is my first time actually dealing damage in this fight, so I have to get my dice out.
You
So,
actually roll 2
Parker,
dice?
Have you noticed that we roll like garbage to hit?
I have, yes.
11 points of damage to the hoplite.
And that's enough. You got him. Moving or staying put?
I used deadly aim. I can't move.
Okay. So yeah, he clatters to the ground as you retract your knife. And who's up?
Ekon. So I'm going to need a DC 13 strength saving throw from this hoplite as a bonus action.
Fail.
Right, so he gets shoved, giving me a little more room to work with. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can move to there. And then I can... Let's see here. Let's go ahead and this one needs to give me a saving throw, DC dexterity against a Sacred Flame.
7.
8 radiant damage.
Okay.
Some bonus, that's the end of Ekon's turn. We've got non-combatants followed by Victor. Oh, I've got a familiar still. It is going to use its action to give me advantage against my next attack against that one.
Okay. And then what? Who's next?
We've got non-combatants.
Denny is still alive against all odds. And is still...
And we got Victor after that.
has not learned that he can't step towards the spear guy. The spear guy misses him. Denny hits him twice. Is Denny the MVP? What's going...
He might be.
No, because he's doing 1 point of damage every time.
He did 4 points this round.
Doesn't he have a sword?
He's fighting
No,
with...
he punched.
He doesn't have a sword right now, no. Not at the moment.
Benny, use your sword.
He doesn't have one. He doesn't have it.
Oh.
He dropped and never picked it up.
He got mad and dropped it.
And
Like
who's
the
next?
last time he did it.
Unless you guys want the non-combatants moving around somewhere.
Victor.
I mean, does Platinum have a sword?
He does.
Yeah, but he's not in his shape to be fighting at this point.
Okay.
Orson has 1 hit point, by the way.
I mean, I can't. I mean, I do have a healing potion.
Everybody should have 1 healing potion.
Victor is going to move there to protect the children, and then he is going to fling a...
Denny counts as an ally,
Yeah.
technically.
I guess a turret doesn't because it's an object.
Right?
Actually, question, if Victor stays where he's at, can he hit the hoplite?
I
should
would
be
say
well
that
within
cover
range.
is provided to the hoplite by these NPCs that are in the way.
And then he's going to have to move.
But if you're there, you don't have any problems with cover, no.
Pants catch on fire.
Usually I don't have party members count as cover for purposes of shooting through their squares, but these characters aren't party members, so...
Alright, so he's going to move there, and then actually he's going to fling his dagger at...
At the big boy?
Yeah, actually he's going to do it at Big Boy.
Okay.
The big boy you're not getting sneak attack on?
Yeah, no, he's going to about play. Yeah, with the lack of
Do you have your hunter's mark on him?
No, everything's on the hoplite right now. So bonus action, actually, since the first hoplite died, is going to be to move the hunter's mark to the second hoplite.
Okay.
I don't think a 10 is going to hit, though.
No, 10 does not hit. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
Got Hoplite with Genie on deck.
He's going to kill Denny.
Try.
Allegedly.
All right, that's a hit.
Okay.
And 1 miss. He's got temp HP, though, doesn't he?
Yep.
So
11.
yeah.
Yes.
8 points of damage from the spear hit. And then 6 points from the second spear hit.
Okay, that's
How much damage got through?
3.
3 points?
I healed him for 6.
You did, so he's got some hit points left. He's definitely bloody, though. He's not in good shape.
Yeah. And that's Genie with Edmont on deck.
Genie, fix it.
Genie, save us. Save us.
All
We're
right,
dying.
we're dying. Oh no. Oh no, we're dying. Let's see. I am going to...
Platinum couldn't have had bullets, could he?
He's not a gunfighter, no.
I am going to... Just double checking this. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm going to use a... I'm going to hit this guy with a...
Which guy? The hoplite?
No, the snake.
The big boy, okay.
Yeah, he's getting a Ray of Frost.
Sure.
That is a +5. 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. He takes 7 cold damage.
Okay. And once again, as the frost freezes part of the water of the creature and it crumbles and breaks away, the thing reels back in pain.
Evie, you have 5. Denny has whatever, so it's going to move here. The hoplite wants to attack it.
No, he's going to wait for one of you guys, I think.
All right. Then he is going to...
The only reason he hasn't broken away to try to chase down Ekon is because Denny's punching him.
Oh, how many temp HP does Ekon have?
7.
Oh, you're fine. Pulse. If you had less than 8, you now have 8. Which means Orson is back up to 9 hit points.
That turret is so good.
All right, who's
And
next?
that is the end of Genie's turn. Yeah.
Edmont with Mephitt's on deck.
I'm going to get me faded to death.
I think we all are.
It's the reason I wanted to
Yeah.
spread out. There's actually 2 reasons, but that's one of them.
But you don't have your big OE.
Which one of these Mephits looks the most injured?
One of them is bloodied. I think it's the one right next to Genie, like right in front of her.
Oh, I'm sorry, Genie, but I got to blow one up. Hopefully, anyway.
Fine.
A well-placed fight.
Non-modified arrow. I'm just going to take a shot at it.
Okay.
Do the Mephits resist damage?
That is
No.
a 7 to hit.
7 will not hit.
Bonus action, martial arts, shoot again.
Mephits are gross.
All right,
but
I'm
they're
gonna...
not-
Wait, can I do that?
I think martial arts has to be a
Unranged attack.
melee. I think it has to be an unarmed melee attack. If you martial
Yeah,
arts.
yeah. No, I'm not a Kensei monk. That's right. Yeah. So that was a great use of turn.
Anything else?
You could move and punch something.
Could move.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move in and martial arts.
But now it's going to blow up and hurt you too.
That's fine. 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Doesn't hurt, it just makes your life suck.
Yeah, you're right. 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Genie and Edmont, please make me a dexterity 10 saving throw.
Hey, I passed.
Fail.
I'm sorry, dexterity 11. Wait, why is it 10 for one thing and 11 for the other? That's weird. You failed?
Yeah.
If you failed,
Okay.
you are restrained until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Is that it for Edmont?
That's it for me. Yep.
Okay, who's next?
Me fits with blue guy on deck.
Okay, the one... He got knocked into the water. And it's
Mephits
winter time, and it's cold. I'm going to say he's just dead.
Hey.
You knock him into frigid water. Okay, let's see if this guy gets his breath weapon back. He does not. So we'll just have him claw Edmont right there. Edmont, I've got a 16 to hit.
That hits.
For 7 points of fist damage. Big
Ow.
Mephit time today.
You just gave him
I hate
8
it.
tip hit points. Why?
Yeah, and they're all gone now.
That's my tip hit points. I gave them with love, and you just destroyed them.
He didn't destroy them.
I know. I'm yelling at Brick Road, not McDohl. I love McDohl. He's the best.
Denny can stab that one. Not Denny Orson.
Orson, yeah, he's going to do
You
so.
can. It's nice to have a whole bunch of people here I can get more with my breath.
Oh no.
That is a 21 to hit.
21 does hit.
And that is, it's plus 4, 5 points of damage.
Okay. The only PC in the range here is Victor. So Victor, I need a Dexterity 10 saving throw. And I'm going to make one for Platin. And Orson needs to make one as well.
Right. What is Orson's?
Kristen and the Man at Arms.
That was an 8 on die. That is a fail.
Platin passes, Kristen passes, and so does the Man at Arms. That's a fail.
Yep, from Orson.
4 points of fire damage, which you
Okay.
can reduce to 2 if you pass the save.
And then they all have temp HP right now, or had it
Yep.
before that.
Yep.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Everybody has. Everybody had 11 temp HP going in here.
All
That
right.
turret is so strong.
Like it scales up pretty good with like more people.
Mm-hmm.
I need Jeannie and Evie to make that same saving throw. Dex 10.
Ass.
Pass.
It's 5 points of fire damage, which you can reduce to 2 if you passed.
Okay, that's 2.
And then I need Jeannie and Edmont to make that same saving throw one more time.
Balls. That's a fail.
Okay.
Pass.
It's 2 points of fire damage, which you can reduce to 1 if you passed.
Oh,
Goodbye, temp HP.
well, you know what?
And that's me, Fitz. Who's next?
Blue followed by yellow.
Okay.
Blue has minus 10 to his movement.
No, it's purple.
That's purple.
Oh, purple. Yeah.
You didn't know blue was even on the field, did you?
No,
I
was
did.
hoping.
I was scared.
Hoping not.
Just bear with me one moment. There we go. Okay.
Don't forget that the familiar has 11 temp hit points too.
Yeah.
Dumb.
I can dash to get there. These things don't have ranged attacks. So that's what I'm going to do, is dash to get right on top of Ekon there. Put some more wall in between them and my archers. Who's next?
Yellow.
Yellow followed by purple.
Okay. Let's throw some arrows at the boat. These archers are pretty well protected. They're going to throw their arrows at the boat as well.